They shouldn't have voted him in the first place.
Trouble at the Muskogee Creek Nation, a call for the chief to resign. Good evening and thanks for choosing 2 News Works for you at 5. I'm Russ McCaskey. Team coverage of the controversy with the Muskogee Creek Nation tonight. The National Council wants the chief out. Tonight we take a look at why and what the chief has to say about it. You may remember the casino that the KJRH tribal town wanted to build at 111th and Olive in Broken Arrow. Now, new information has been made public showing the developer hired a high-powered consultant, George Tiger. The consulting agreement shows it was signed before Tiger was elected chief, but some tribal members say they don't think it was right.
And he should have known better than that, but the way it's going, it's just that they're money hungry.
It all came to a head last night. The Muskogee Creek National Council voted unanimously that it had no confidence in Chief Tiger. They'll also ask him to resign. Thomas Yahola is the speaker for the National Council. Here's what he had to say about that agreement.
I had heard about it, but I hadn't seen anything on paper to validate it.
Now there's paperwork, and the National Council says now it's time for action. First up, a petition drive will begin calling for the chief's ouster, then possible impeachment. But there's an election coming up this year, and that could take place before any possible impeachment action could happen. Bottom line, leaders of the Muskogee Creek Nation think that George Tiger should have been more open about his dealings with the casino developer.
We, the National Council, elected officials, we're for transparency, accountability, and I think that applies to all elected officials, and that's what we want.
Now, Chief George Tiger's on his way back from Las Vegas, will not get in until late tonight. His chief of staff says that the chief is not surprised by all this. He says it's election year politics, but an official statement will likely be released by the chief tomorrow.